What if I told you that your dinner tonight could actually help you feel younger tomorrow? Not in some magical, far-fetched way, but in a way that science has been proving over and over again. After 40, many people start noticing that their body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Your knees might complain after a walk, your memory might slip more often, and energy feels like it's on permanent vacation. A big reason behind all this is something called chronic low-grade inflammation, or inflammaging as researchers like to call it. It's like a tiny fire that never stops burning inside the body, wearing down tissues, joints, blood vessels, and even the brain. The good news is that fire is not unstoppable. Certain foods can actually cool it down and, in some cases, even reverse some of the damage it causes. Let's start with fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna. These are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. Think of omega-3s as the peacekeepers of your body. They calm overactive immune responses that drive inflammation. Studies show people who eat fatty fish 2 or 3 times a week tend to have lower levels of C-reactive protein, which is a common marker doctors look for to measure inflammation. Omega-3s don't just help your heart and brain, they also keep joints more flexible and may slow down memory decline, which is a big deal after 40 when forgetfulness starts creeping in. Instead of thinking of fish as a boring, healthy option, try treating it like a way of oiling your engine from the inside out. A simple baked salmon dinner or a tin of sardines on toast is more powerful than most people realize. Now let's talk about olive oil, specifically extra virgin olive oil. You might already drizzle it on salads or dip bread in it, but here's the great part. It contains a compound called oleocanthal, which acts a lot like ibuprofen. It blocks certain enzymes that trigger inflammation, but without the side effects you'd get from medication. Populations that eat lots of olive oil, like those following the Mediterranean diet, consistently show lower rates of heart disease and slower cognitive decline. It also helps feed good bacteria in your gut, which strengthens your intestinal lining and keeps inflammatory triggers from leaking into your bloodstream. In other words, olive oil doesn't just taste good, it literally helps build a barrier against aging. Just swap out processed oils with olive oil whenever you can. Then there are berries, which I like to think of as nature's candy with a secret superpower. Blueberries, strawberries, cherries, and even citrus fruits are full of antioxidants like polyphenols and vitamin C. Antioxidants are like little firefighters that neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage cells and drive inflammation. Research shows that eating berries regularly lowers inflammatory markers and improves how blood vessels function, which is crucial for keeping your heart and brain young. On top of that, berries support memory and protect against age-related decline. The best part is that they're sweet, colorful, and versatile. Add them to your breakfast, blend them into a smoothie, or just snack on a bowl in the evening. You'll feel like you're indulging, but your body will thank you. Of course, no anti-inflammatory list would be complete without vegetables, especially leafy greens and cruciferous ones like broccoli, spinach, kale, and Brussels sprouts. These are packed with vitamins A, C, and K, as well as minerals like magnesium. But here's what makes them real superheroes. Fiber. Fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and those bacteria create short-chain fatty acids that keep your gut lining strong and reduce inflammation throughout your body. Without enough fiber, your gut lining can weaken, letting toxins leak into your bloodstream, which cranks up inflammation. Vegetables also reduce oxidative stress, another hidden driver of aging. When you combine vegetables with whole grains like oats, quinoa, or barley, the anti-inflammatory effect grows even stronger. Whole grains themselves have been linked to lower C-reactive protein levels, another clue that they actively calm inflammation. So think beyond just eat your veggies. Each serving is like another layer of protection against aging. Spices and teas might seem trivial, but they pack a serious punch. Turmeric, for example, contains curcumin, which shuts down one of the body's main inflammatory pathways called NF-kappa B. Clinical studies have shown curcumin can lower inflammation, reduce joint pain, and may even improve cognitive performance in older adults. The trick is, curcumin isn't absorbed well on its own. That's why pairing it with black pepper and a healthy fat like olive oil makes a huge difference. Try adding turmeric to soups, stir-fries, or even a warm drink before bed. Green tea is another quiet powerhouse. It's rich in catechins, especially EGCG, which reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and support brain health. In older adults, drinking green tea regularly has been linked with healthier brains and fewer age-related changes. Instead of your third coffee of the day, swap in green tea and let its calm focus carry you through the afternoon. What if you don't eat fish? Plant-based options like walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are still valuable. They give you ALA, another omega-3 fat, and while your body doesn't convert it into EPA and DHA very efficiently, every little bit helps. Combined with the rest of the foods we're talking about, it can still make a noticeable difference. The same goes for turmeric. You don't need to take massive doses. Just a teaspoon here and there, paired with black pepper and a healthy fat, builds up over time. Think of it as a steady drip of anti-aging support. There are also a few precautions worth knowing. Not all fish are safe in unlimited amounts. Some, like king mackerel or swordfish, contain higher mercury levels, so stick to safer choices like salmon and sardines. Turmeric supplements can interfere with certain medications, so always check before starting them. Increase it gradually. And green tea is wonderful, but extremely high amounts can put strain on your liver or interact with medications. The lesson here is balance. More isn't always better. So how can this look in real life? Breakfast could be oats topped with blueberries, a sprinkle of chia seeds, and maybe a drizzle of olive oil. Lunch might be a leafy green salad with grilled salmon, quinoa, and a turmeric spiced dressing. In the afternoon, swap your usual coffee for green tea with some fresh fruit. Dinner could be roasted vegetables with barley and a side of sardines. Small changes like these add up quickly, and you'll probably start noticing less stiffness, more energy, and clearer thinking within weeks. And here's the encouraging part. It's never too late. Even if your diet hasn't been great up to now, shifting toward these foods after 40 still reduces visceral fat, improves insulin sensitivity, and supports brain health. Your body continues to respond and adapt no matter your age. Aging might be inevitable, but feeling old doesn't have to be. By making simple changes, adding fish, olive oil, berries, greens, whole grains, turmeric, and green tea, you're not just slowing the clock, you're nudging it backward. Which of these anti-inflammatory foods do you already eat, or are you thinking of adding to your diet? Let me know in the comments below. While you're there, click the link in the description to check out my go-to website for getting high-quality, tested health and fitness products. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.